I never thought in a million years that this character from this cartoon, who was the laughingstock of the 80s, ends up becoming this guy. What the fuck is the world coming to? Aquaman. Let me tell you, when I first heard they were doing an Aquaman solo movie, I was like, okay. DC is like, they're drowning right now. They're not gonna make it, but okay, Aquaman movie, sure, why not? I saw the trailer. I was like, I think this shit is gonna be hot, and man, did this movie deliver. Me and my daughter went to go see it. She's sitting next to me, but she don't like to be on camera because she's very camera shy. But me and my child went to go see this, and man, what a good time in the theater. Oh my god, this movie exceeded expectations. Jason Momoa as Aquaman, I thought he was pretty decent. You know, he was good. But the real star of this movie is Atlantis. Atlantis was beautiful. Like, I looked over at my daughter. I said, okay, I think Atlantis gives Wakanda a run for its money. And then as the movie went on, I said, you know what? I don't care what nobody says. This shit got Wakanda beat. Atlantis was beautiful. Like, the whole look of this movie, like, even the way they looked underwater, where their hair was flowing and shit, and the way it was like they was moving like they was swimming, like, that was so cool, because when you see movies with people underwater, they still move and look like they're on land, but they're in the water though. But here, they look like they're in the water, and the shit was like, it was seamless. I mean, yeah, some of the CG was a little suspect a little bit, but overall, this is just a beautifully made film. As far as story goes, performances, Jason Momoa was good. The chick that played, what's her name again? Mira, yes, Mira. Usually I would have to like take mental notes, but luckily I have my child here to help me out. So yeah, Mira, played by, I can't remember the actress's name, but oh my god, she was a knockout. She was a beauty. Like, I told my daughter, I said, yes, that could be your stepmom, man. That's not exactly what I said, but yeah, she was finer than Frog here, and I ain't never see hair on the frog. But yeah, she did really good. Dolph Lundgren is in this movie, and it's funny seeing Ivan Drago play in a superhero movie after seeing him in Rocky, waking his son up with a punch to the chest. Even Renee was laughing at the wig that he had on. Ocean Master was a cool villain, you know. I mean, it's a typical Kingdom type movie. You know, the two brothers are fighting to see who's gonna be the rightful king, and you know, the drama with the mama and all that other stuff. Like, it's a typical Kingdom quarrel type tale, you know. But what made this movie so special was the battles, the special effects, the fucking Atlantis. I can't say that enough. Black Manta is in this movie, played by, what's his name, Yahya Abdul-Mateen, Cadillac from The Get Down. His character almost really served no purpose. Like, he kind of really didn't need to be in this, but I'm glad he was, because Black Manta did look cool as shit. I like to see him in full costume, and he, you know, him and Aquaman had some battle, man. They had a fight, like, that was like almost like the mother of all fights. This movie definitely puts DC back on the map. And as far as superhero movies goes this year, I think this is my favorite superhero movie behind Infinity War. Nothing is going to top Infinity War this year. That's number one. I say Aquaman is number two. And then I would say Black Panther. And then, what, Venom and Ant-Man and the Wasp was probably dead last. That was probably like my least favorite superhero movie this year, was Ant-Man and the Wasp. Hold up. My bad, y'all. This is what happens when you drink a lot of cheap liquor in your 20s, man. You pay for it in your 30s. Into the Spider-Verse deserves to be in that list. I put Into the Spider-Verse 3 behind Aquaman. I'm looking at this film, and I said, DC, Warner Brothers, whatever you did with this, do that. Okay, I think they're finally starting to find their niche, their footing, their flow. Because in the beginning, they were trying to go the opposite of Marvel and be dark and be brooding, whereas the MCU was light and colorful and lighthearted and comedic, and they said, no, there's nothing light and hearted about this. And what they ended up doing was fucking up a franchise that could have been something. But now with Wonder Woman coming and being its own thing and not trying to tie all these different kind of things together, and even Aquaman, there was a scene where they did mention Justice League, so Justice League is canon. But it's its own thing. So it's not trying to tie into nothing. It's not trying to set up for a future Justice League movie or try to go to the next character. No, this is about Aquaman. This is about Atlantis, and this is what we need. The movie was funny where it needed to be. It was serious where it needed to be. It was epic in a lot of areas, and I think it just delivered overall, the tone and everything about it. So I think that if they keep going in this direction, I think they can really resurrect the DCEU. And now that we have Shazam about to drop and Wonder Woman 84, I think 2019 is going to be a big year for DC, and it starts with this one here. So I'm excited where DC is going. Like, I mean, MCU is definitely still head and shoulders above them. But with Ant-Man the Wasp and now Captain Marvel getting ready to drop, I'm like, I lost a little enthusiasm, but I know that's going to pick up again once Endgame drops. And I just busted a nerdgasm just thinking about Endgame. So yes, Aquaman. I never thought I would say that. Out of all movies, out of all characters, Aquaman is the motherfucking movie. Holy shit. I want to see this shit again. Like the final shot, well, the final shot of the movie, like, you know, all superhero movies end with the damn superhero posing and doing their thing and announcing who they are, you know, so that's not a spoiler, goddammit. That's in every superhero movie. But that last shot, I'm like, damn, I need a poster, man, of that, man, because, he was badass in that shit. So, yes, wrapping it up, I'm going to give Aquaman a A. A solid A, man. One of my favorite movies of this year. I had a really good time watching this. What about you? You had a really good time watching it?
Not really.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, my daughter says she didn't have a really good time. I'm going to tell you why she did not have a really good time in this movie. Not because the movie was bad, but because there was a situation where we were, well, not me, but she was sitting next to this small Indian guy, and he was passing gas throughout the entire movie. Like, ripping them. Loud ones. You know, because I know sometimes you have the loud ones, you have the silent but deadly. No, his was loud and deadly, and they stunk. And my child was, half the time she was covering her nose, and you know,
Terrible.
It was terrible, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yes. I mean, listen.
The movie wasn't terrible, but
Yeah, no, the movie was great, but you know, of course, you want to tell the person, dude, can you like just close your asshole for a couple of hours so we can enjoy this? But I know you can't tell people when they can and can't pass gas. That's uncivilized, you know, and we had no right to do that. But I know sometimes, I know she did want to drop a people's elbow on him because the farts just kept coming. But luckily, I wasn't smelling it, so I enjoyed myself. But you know, my child had to endure 2 hours of Indian people fart. I'm sorry. But anyways, y'all, Aquaman gets a solid A, y'all. I highly recommend going to see this, man. This movie delivered. It did its thing. Superhero fatigue fails again. There's no superhero fatigue right now because everything is just kicking ass except for Ant-Man and the Wasp. So, y'all, that's my grade, y'all. What y'all guys think? Comment below. Comment freely. Thank you, as always, for watching. This is Rashad G signing out. See you in the next video. And if you go to the movies and you have a lot of gas, try to hold it for a little bit, you know, until the movie is over with. Don't ruin it for anybody like it was ruined for my child here, because she's still scarred by this. All right, y'all. See you in the next video.